The night unfolded like velvet spilled across the horizon. Stars shimmered as if someone had shaken a jar of light and let it scatter over the sea. Far below them, the ocean breathed, slow, deep, and endless. Every wave that reached the sand whispered a secret, and every breeze carried it back again. Among those ripples lived a small current named Lyra, born from a tide that refused to rest. She loved to listen to the world above, the laughter of dolphins, the songs of whales, the sighs of sleeping ships. But most of all, Lyra loved the moon. Every night, the moon looked down and painted her waves silver. One quiet evening, when even the gulls had fallen silent, Lyra asked, "Moon, why do you always hum to us?" The moon smiled in its own way, by shimmering a little brighter. "Greater than because you listen," it replied. "And listening is love." Lyra rippled shyly. "Then I'll hum back someday." But the sea was vast and noisy. How could one small current send her hum so high? Still, Lyra promised herself she'd learn. Each night she practiced, tiny hums that rolled through the reefs and stirred the shells. Fish would drift by and smile at her soft song. Lyra traveled the ocean to learn the art of calm sound. She listened to the whales, whose songs echoed like thunder wrapped in velvet. They taught her patience, to hold each note long enough to be felt, not just heard. She listened to the coral reefs, whose tiny creatures clicked and popped in secret rhythms. They taught her balance, the beauty of small voices joining together. She listened to the kelp forests, where the water swayed in slow harmony. They taught her motion, that a melody could live inside movement itself. And every time she learned, Lyra's hum grew deeper, warmer, truer. Seasons changed above the waves, though Lyra only knew them by color. The pale blue mornings of spring, the golden dusk of summer, the glass-cold clarity of winter nights. Ships passed overhead like drifting lanterns, their anchors scraping songs against the seafloor. Lyra would hum with them, soft duets that no human ever heard. One night she drifted near an island where children slept in huts made of palm and laughter. When she hummed beneath their shores, their dreams turned gentle, the kind where the wind carries you just above the sand, and time forgets to move. And the moon, high above, listened. Its light trembled with pride. Then came the night the sky forgot peace. Clouds crashed together, shouting lightning. Winds tore across the sea, bending it into chaos. Lyra felt herself pulled and thrown, lost among roaring voices that cared for nothing soft. For the first time, she could not hear her own hum. She cried out, but her sound vanished in thunder. She began to think the moon would never hear her again. But deep below, a whale song rose through the storm, slow, powerful, unafraid. It reminded her, even in noise, there is rhythm. So Lyra closed her eyes and began to hum again, not loud, steady. She followed her rhythm through the storm, note by note, until the wind began to tire. And as dawn returned, the ocean lay quiet once more. When night came again, Lyra floated to the surface. The moon waited, round, bright, patient. "Greater than I heard you," said the moon. Greater than, even through thunder." Lyra glowed with joy. I hummed with all I had. Then you've learned what music truly is, said the moon. Greater than, it isn't sound, it's persistence. From then on, Lyra and the moon sang together each night. Their song was too low for human ears, too high for whales, but perfect for dreams. When children turned in their sleep, the rhythm of their breathing matched the ocean's hum. And when grown hearts felt heavy, the same hum softened the edges of their thoughts. Centuries passed, though time meant little to water and light. Lyra became part of the great rhythm itself, her hum woven into every tide. The moon still listened, its glow carrying her voice across the sky. If you stand by the shore on a windless night, you might hear it, a faint vibration more felt than heard, like the world breathing through your chest. That's Lyra, still humming, still listening. So when you lie down tonight, let your breath match the tide. Let your thoughts drift away, and somewhere, far out on the silver water, a small current will hum to the moon for you. Good night, dreamer. Sleep soft and sweet.